So.
Think that'll do it?
I have to. It won't fall off by itself.
I don't know how I feel about this.
If you guys are local to Dallas, make sure you guys grab your tickets for the March 4th event. We're hosting a huge meet with clean culture. You can sign up to drift with urban racing, you can be a spectator, you can do ride-alongs, or you can enter your car into the show as well. I've got some links for you in the description if you want to be a part of that. It's gonna be one of the coolest meets that Dallas has seen in a long time, so make sure you don't miss it. Also, the 5-3 supply warehouse sale is ending on Thursday, so you've got a couple days left to grab some merchandise at the steepest discounts we've ever done on the site. There's no codes needed. Just make sure you go to 53supply.com. It's that simple. Now, enjoy the video. Whew, we got all the cars moved out today to move around some stuff to get the Civic on the lift. You guys have no idea how amazing it finally feels to be able to tell you guys about this car, because I've just been having, I've been filming for a long time. So like I can do a lot of things like when I'm filming without having to think about it. But even like just a light little shoof over this way or something like that, I'm like, I had to either cut it out of the video or something. Victoria's also helping me clean the shop right now. This has been absolutely insane. Thank you, babe. We do be being busy in here sometime. It be like that. All right, we are going to work on the Civic today. The last thing before we need to get this car, the last thing we have to do before getting this car running is to finish up the suspension and get the final safety features on the car. Also, golly, you guys, I have so much to do because I'm about to go out of town. I'm taking my first vacation with Victoria in 4 years, going to LA. Then the next weekend, going to Brisbane. I'll be in Brisbane for 10 days or something like that. So, and then as soon as I get back, it's the meet, the March 4th meet, and I've got to have this car ready or my Z or something to drift. I've got a lot to do. So we got some stuff to do to that car and that car and that car and that car and this car and that car. Okay, I don't even know where to begin. Actually, I do. Big thanks to BC Racing. If you guys didn't know, you guys can get coilovers custom spec'd for spring rates. If you need something special for a special setup, you can contact BC. So we got a custom setup for this car. And the reason being is I essentially need the suspension back here to be like a rod. I don't really need suspension. I need like the tightest bump possible. And this is not getting that specific, but like essentially when I have no weight back here, I want it to be as stiff as possible to make it as simple as I can. For a car like this, I want like the tightest bump it could possibly be, and then loose rebound if possible, because I want to keep the front of the car down. And so the front of the car has a little bit softer of a spring rate because I need the wheels to stay planted as the weight, which there really is none, as you guys just saw, as the weight of the car is transferred to the back. So we're gonna keep the front a little soft to keep the tires on the ground, and we're gonna keep the rear stiff so that there's the least amount of squatting as possible. And so we've got some custom BC BRs to do on the rear. It's gonna look really cool actually, because you can see every bit of the suspension back here, and so that's super rad. I've also got a few things. I just ordered some stuff from either MA Performance or eBay. I've got a Megan Racing strut tower, which is gonna look really rad. That's gonna be really sick on the back of this thing. It's gonna give it a little bit more rigidity, but it's gonna connect these two towers together. That's one of the last things I really wanted to do, just to make sure the back suspension was still communicating, because there's no sway bar or anything. And then I also have new lower control arms down here. So I got nicer lower control arms, nicer coilovers. And then I also have a subframe, or a subframe brace. So this whole thing is gonna look really sick by the end of this video. And I guess to give you guys another update, the last thing obviously to do to get it started is fueling. We've got all the AN lines run. I'm not really sure where they are. In order to meet NHRA standards and guidelines, we made a little cage around the cell. So that gives us a little extra safety. And I'm gonna be wearing a fire suit the whole time, by the way, guys. Just to let you know, like, fire suit, helmet is not a question with this car. We're also going to be putting just aluminum firewall right here and probably some plexiglass. Lexane, I'm gonna do probably from here to here. So we've got a little bit, a minuscule amount of fabrication to do, but then also just harnesses, making sure that I'm drilled and planted to the floor of the car and all around, and making sure it's safe. This car's evolution is so funny to me because it started off as a budget build. Nowhere near that now, but all the stuff that I had on the car was cheap, so I have to get rid of it. These are just like eBay trailing arms, or lower controllers. Look how bad these bushings are. They're gone. Like, there's one of them that was, yeah, that was literally gone, literally gone, literally gone. This is just a couple years, so. I have so many parts, dude, everywhere, literally everywhere, bro. I think it's over here. Shipping department, that doesn't help. All right, I don't even know what this is. Similar, oh God. Hi, Gabby. Vroom, 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 vroom. That looks pretty neat. All new control arms. Very similar, just aluminum. Simple, I'm keeping it simple, baby. I know that you guys know what coilovers look like, but I always like unboxing these. Just have a big thanks to BC Racing. They've been a big supporter of my channel for a long time. I've been a YouTuber for 12 years. 12, yeah, 12 more. Almost, we're coming into 13, I think. And they've been a supporter for like probably half that time. So that's huge. Huge, huge. Here we go. Rears, baby. Go for gold, boys and girls. Are you guys ready for the cool part here? So it's backwards now, but dude, it literally braces like this and this. It's gonna look so sick. Bop! Look at that. This is crazy, dude. Ah! You guys know how coilovers are installed. It's fine. It's like 2 bolts, 3 bolts actually. These actually, so typically on EMs and EKs, you need to use shims. Actually EGs too, I think. But the BCs actually fit nicely enough. With these, I only had to use like 1 little washer, so it's really nice. I really like how this thing turned out. I don't want to discredit the actual like coilovers themselves, but this ended up looking really cool. I ended up painting, cleaned up this a little bit behind it, painted it black so you can actually see the aluminum. But that looks it looks seriously awesome. Now we get the, this is really simple, but Megan strut tower. Boom, there we are again. It's very simple. Get it on struts right there. I think we have all the weight on the car at the moment. Is this really gonna do that much? I don't know. At this point, like, the cage is plenty rigid enough and it like is the new chassis for the car, but we didn't cut anything crucial out of these strut towers. Like, it's all still, like, all the stuff we've left over is thinking that it should be fine, but I also just like, they're not super expensive. These aren't, and I don't know, I kind of just wanted to make it look kind of cool, you know. This is my favorite car in the world. I'm just kidding. The rear now looks so cool. I like the new BCs. It looks cool, like it looks better than the cheap coilovers I had. Suspension in the rear is done. We are this much closer to testing the car out. I guess move on to the front now, and we're pretty much there, buddy. Let's do day 2. Day 2. Man, this thing looks so cool up in the air. So, cut my brake lines. Not the most cash money thing I've ever done. Got some braided ones made, and check this out. 4x10 sheet of aluminum for a firewall. It's humongous. Oh my God. I knew I was cutting it, so I didn't mind if it folded, but yay. Oh God. That's a lot of aluminum, boys. Whoa. This car is gonna be really interesting because now I know we left the windshield on it, so it shouldn't be bad, but I think we're gonna run into a bunch of interesting aerodynamic issues. Not issues, but like something, you know what I mean? Like, I think that there's gonna be things that have not been overlooked, but under-engineered maybe about the car. And we'll have to end up going and changing some stuff.
Tell everybody I agree. I'm gonna 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 tell everybody
Oh, look at that, babe. It just came off just like that. Easy. Easy peasy. Look at that there daggum firewall, boys. It's probably gonna entail more than this, But at the moment, it's just something that's kind of like, I don't know, it works. I might end up fabbing a little bit more up and making it a little bit more covered back here, but I'm literally just trying to get to a track tomorrow to test out to see if the car even works, get a new feel for the new ECU and the boost by gear setup. So this car is by no means like, as it's at its first track day, it's by no means like done. It kind of sounds silly to say that. Like, this car is gonna have so many stages, and I guess it's kind of like Cletus's car. Like, it's gonna be forever evolving. And if this thing actually does work, and we like to drive it as it is, which I'm sure I will, it's gonna be forever changing. And we're gonna figure out what we do and don't need constantly, and just go from there. V1 of this car is kind of this. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little more safety for other tracks. But right now, just getting, this is really as safe as I can be, but we're gonna do it 1/8 mile. So hopefully, you know, if anything does happen, I can stop quick enough. I'm gonna be wearing a fire suit, gonna have a fire resistant helmet, get out of the car, whatever. Let's see her. They come down.
Working on it.
We're getting it done. Austin's gonna get us to go fast. So we're doing rear brakes, and I don't have a fuel tank anymore. This old Bessie gonna come off. I got a fire extinguisher right there.
As long as it doesn't throw any sparks. Well, that's one way to do it.
There we go. We got boost by gear now too. I don't know if I said that, but that was our main issue last time we were at the track, and I like didn't care. I was like, you know what? I could have just like, you know, done the boost by gear ECU, gone back to the track, but I was like, this is a cooler idea. How do you put this on? You think that does?
Yeah.
Birthday cake vodka.
Have you ever smelled birthday cake vodka?
That's a thing?
Yes.
That exists?
Yes, that is the thing.
I think it smells like really good tequila. We spill some fuel on it. Oh!
Whoa, why did it keep pouring like
Bro! That was like $50 worth of fuel. I'm just kidding. That's it.
Now how am I supposed to
It
know?
smells so good, dude.
Now how am I supposed to know if I have a leak?
You probably shouldn't have spilled it, if you ask me. You guys check this out. Yes, sir. Got them tow mirrors. God dang. Booyah! Check it out. What's up, boys? Got some side mirrors. They're for a buggy, and they kind of look like F-250 mirrors or something like that. Which, you know, race cars are for off-road use only. You know what they say. To finish this video off, we are at Trackstar Motorworks today. We had a couple fuel leaks. We fix that now. Get it dyno tuned. Got to tune boost by gear, do a street tune, or like drive it a little bit on the street. So that's gonna be fun. And then maybe race it tonight. Get my mirrors right, dude. Give me a sec here. I got the farm vehicle out. All right, let's go. Dude, these mirrors are actually good. Oh yeah, brakes are good. Yeet. Dude, these side mirrors are hilarious. Lightest finish you'll ever push. Oh, that's CRX. That's weird.
Yeah, it does sound like no competitive.
That's weird. We're now chasing like some gremlins, I suppose, or something. We're getting fuel to the engine and it won't crank or won't ignite. ECU's throwing some weird stuff. Tried another ECU. Same issue. Maybe there's some wiring something somewhere, but like no wires were cut at all. Like Zach just came here with the original harness of the whole car, completely intact. Messed with some stuff, but like only stuff he knew. And so we're not getting power to the fuel pump. It should turn on whenever I hit ignition. So I do not know.
Let me get back under there. Oh, well.
We should not have deleted the tumbler. Shh. Don't say that. Why'd you say that? I'm more of a Calvin Klein kind of guy.
A what?
Huh? Let's see. Yeah! Yeah, remember, it was always like, it took like 900 cranks because of the ethanol before, all the time.
We still had to like populate all this stuff too right now.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, we have a different fuel pump behind all of it, so
Right.
I'm gonna need to change some tuning.
Sure. Yay. Oh, man. You know who you remind me of right now? Hold on, pull your beanie back down. Did you ever play the game Icy Tower? It was a game where you like jumped up going through a tower and stuff like that. You guys ever played it?
No. Yeah, we're out of gas.
Your screen right now.
We're completely out of gas.
This is like,
Yeah.
Okay.
You want proof to hit that two-step if you want. D16!
We didn't have the big pops on. Are you putting them on? Big pops? I'm gonna redo it. D16! So racing's out the window tonight. It's already super late. The wiring was super odd because I had Zach do all those controls for me and all the new ignition stuff. He wasn't able to, because I didn't have a fuel pump, fuel tank, or anything like that, he wasn't able to actually test any of that stuff. So essentially the fix was we just put the stock tumbler back in. Ethan had the idea for the stock tumbler. It worked, and yeah, so Ethan's genius. I shouldn't have deleted the tumbler, and now the car's good. So we'll be racing next week. If you guys want to see the car at Yellow Belly, I'm gonna be at Yellow Belly on Thursday, the day before I go to Australia. The thing was, tonight we were on such a time crunch already. I wanted it to be like kind of like race ready, but if we went tonight, it'd probably be more of like a test and tune. Yeah. You know, I think it'd be kind of cool to actually have it like race ready for next week.
I like that.
And then safety, all the safety stuff will be done. I'm liking that, dude. This car's so freaking sick, dude. This thing looks so, this thing is gonna absolutely blow people away at the track. Very good. Oh my God. All right, here we go. I have not finished a video in the car or the truck in a long time. I want to just tell you guys right now that you cannot let anxiety, depression, fear, you name it, drive your life. I want to encourage you guys today to take the wheel and do not let your obstacles control and dictate what you do, how you do it, where you go, the amount of fun you have, and how much you enjoy life. It's a really hard step, I know sometimes, but I don't know, I just want to, maybe this could help somebody out there that's trying to like get their foot back out into doing something. You know, guys, like I couldn't drift, I couldn't drive for 4 years. I couldn't travel for 4 years because my anxiety was so bad. It was a very long process, and it was a bit of an expensive process too, but like I had to take control of my life again. I had to not let anxiety, depression, my fear of all these things dictate how I was, you know, that's why I didn't drive for so long. That's why I didn't travel for so long. So, you know, I just had to make sure that, I don't know. So I want to encourage you guys, it's possible to do. I want you to, if anything, take a step back and realize, like, maybe realize that you may not have the wheel of your own life. You might have let something else take the wheel. And I want to encourage you guys to not do that. Just to get away from that and to work on that as best as you can. I'll be racing Thursday, which is the, 16th. And then I am leaving the 18th to go to Brisbane. So if you guys are in Australia, I really want to see you guys. Be following mine and Luke's Instagrams. I'm going to try and give you guys as much details as possible. Also, make sure you guys sign up for the March 4th event, because that's going to be wild. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'll see you guys later. I'm about to go get some food. I'm hungies. Love you all. Peace.